You know what time it is. Just for a minute, I guess. Tomorrow's Nostalgia. It's been a long time since I've been on, but there's a reason that I'm coming on today, and that's because Nintendo decided to sneak out and do a little something called the Nintendo Direct today. And there's just one thing that I want to bring about. There was a couple things that I was excited about today in the Nintendo Direct, but the number one thing that I was excited about, and this is just me personally, you guys may have seen me play this on my stream before, but it is this game here.
The fairway is open once again. Tee off in the latest installment of the Mario Golf series, coming to Nintendo Switch. Study the wind and terrain. Take your time to think things through. Then swing. Enjoy golfing with familiar Mushroom Kingdom characters on courses filled with lush, natural scenery.
I'm loving the way that the graphics
Use features on the greens, like a shot gauge, to see how your shot will curve due to slopes, and a scan that lets you examine a course's terrain.
I can't wait to play it.
These features can help you ace your shots.
Yep.
In addition to button controls, you can also use motion controls by holding a Joy-Con controller like a golf club.
Motion controls, really.
Gently swing the controller to have your character swing in the game.
I'll try it though.
Letting you easily enjoy the sensation of golfing. On top of all that, there are several modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to Mario Golf, including this one, Speed Golf. Here, it's always your turn. Everyone tees off at the same time, then you'll race through the course to reach your ball. Give it another whack to get it closer to the hole, then keep going. Outpace your opponents to come out on top. Your golfing skills aren't the only things at play. Make use of dashes and special shots to beat the competition. Oh, did we mention story mode? As a Mii character, you'll start out as a rookie and develop your golfing skills while interacting with various Mushroom Kingdom characters. Level up with experience points earned during matches. Then, allocate points to different stats,
story mode
allowing you to develop your character however you'd like. You can also use your Mii in versus play. Put your golfing skills to the test when Mario Golf Super Rush swings onto Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop after this presentation.
So, I was pretty excited about seeing Mario Golf. It's been one of my favorite games. I loved it. It started with Hot Shots Golf on the Sony PlayStation, the original Sony PlayStation. Then it went to Nintendo. Then Camelot then made Mario Golf on the Nintendo 64. And I was all there for that. I love that they had through the Mario characters in there. Now, I want to talk about something that I was not excited to see at all. And it was this bullcrap right here. Now, I bought Splatoon 2, and I mean, it's cool mechanics, I guess. I suppose it just wasn't a game for me. But it has a following. There's some fans out there, and I'm sure they thought they were really cool with this, this new customization situation here, and then she's gonna hop on the subway again and ride on into the the Splatoon city. And I don't even know if I want to watch this whole trailer because I wasn't feeling this at all. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, not a fan of Splatoon. I don't really care about it. It's whatever. Now, let's get to something else that I thought was kind of cool. I thought it's kind of cool. I never finished this particular game myself. I started it, but I never finished it. So, I can't really speak to it. I like these HD remixes because it just brings the old into the new. I appreciate that. This game right here, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, never finished it. Actually, I never even finished Wind Waker HD, but I did finish the original Wind Waker. So I might be looking forward to playing this. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure right now. I see you out there, Jamar. Hey, you funny.
What you've just seen is
so. I'm pretty excited about the opportunity to be able to play another Zelda, an older Zelda on my Switch. The Switch is the Switch has been interesting, right? Because I don't really know how many new games they've actually made for the system. I mean, they got some coming out now. You got like Monster Hunter Rise and things like that. Some those are some series that I've never really gotten into myself. But all the other games that they seem to be releasing is like ports from the Wii U, or they're pulling up old stuff from like the Skyward Sword is from the original Wii. So you know, I'm not sure what Nintendo got going on. I really need them to go ahead and release some new stuff, so we can stop playing these kind of rehashes. But while they are releasing the rehashes, there are certain ones that I am pretty excited about. They had something called Mitopia that, let me just roll Mitopia really quick. I wasn't personally feeling it.
Who will join you in your adventure?
Whatever. Here it is.
Anyone can. Band together on a quest to face evil and save faces. Mitopia is coming to Nintendo Switch. Cast me characters in various roles across the kingdom. Turn your favorite people into your allies, or even make someone the nefarious Dark Lord. Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure. There's also a new wig feature, letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even more fabulous. In the world of Mitopia, relationships are key. So consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds.
This game is just weird to me. I mean,
this can give you an advantage during battle.
I'm gonna turn down the guy really quick here, but the Miis are just weird to me. It's more of a Japanese thing, for me. And while I think that's cool, like it's just not for me. So hopefully whoever buys this game, they enjoy it and have a good time with it. I won't be spending my money on that. So, anyways, hey, Nintendo, they the smart ones, they the bright ones, they making the millions, and I'm just sitting here giving it to them. So, we'll just say that. Let's see what else they had out there today that was announced. We have the Monster Hunter. The Mario Golf was what I was really excited about. I was really looking forward to seeing like some Mario Kart 9 or something like that, but they didn't announce that today. So hopefully we hear something about a new Mario Kart in the near future, because again, all they did was roll up Mario Kart 8 to the Nintendo Switch and called it Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's a port to me. That's a ripoff. There was some cool Smash Brothers stuff, but it just seemed like they just keep adding all these extra characters from these role-playing games. And they won't add like ones that the folks that were playing the original role-playing games back in the late 80s and the 90s, they're not adding, Chrono or Marl from Chrono Trigger. They're not adding, Frog from Chrono Trigger. They did, okay, they did add some late 90s stuff. We got Cloud. Cloud is in Smash Brothers. Sephiroth is in Smash Brothers. Final Fantasy VII from the late 90s. So, I'll give them that. They did that. But it would be nice to see like Terra from Final Fantasy VI or something like that. Some of the older 90s folks, they're just adding all this new stuff, and I'm just not a fan of all that. But anyway, it's not all about what I want. Like I said, they're the ones making the dollars. That might have been all that I really cared about. And it was a 50-minute presentation today. And I think Zelda, reached out to me a little bit. They did, not the new one, not the Breath of the Wild 2 like we're looking for. But Zelda and Mario Golf. Mario Golf was the big surprise for me. I was really pleased to see that one. But other than that, I don't think that the Nintendo Direct was all that cool. There's a game that has some kind of possibilities, I think. Let me see if I'm gonna go back and see if I can find it here really quick. I'm thinking of Monster Hunter Rise. The graphics in that game, and you really don't say graphics with Nintendo these days. But let me see if I can find it, because I was actually kind of impressed with how it looked, and that's actually kind of huge for the Nintendo system, because it's not, everything just looks cartoony on it. And the game that I'm talking about does look a little cartoony, but it looks more polished than I'm used to seeing from Nintendo Switch games. So let me pull it up here really quick. Monster Hunter. I'll pull up some Monster Hunter and we take a look at that trailer here together from the Direct today. So let's see. It's kind of a long trailer, about 3 minutes or so. We'll throw it on in there. Pretty sharp. The graphics are pretty sharp in this part right here. I really like that. Now, I was pretty impressed by this part here. It's like, man, that looks pretty cool. It's all epic.
Elder, I have important news.
Then there's voice acting as well.
Beginning. Go assemble the villagers. 50 years ago, Kamura Village was attacked by the Rampage and Magnum Hollow. And we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
So, for me,
about to face...
I appreciated the fact that it looked like Capcom put in some serious work. Even in the pandemic, Capcom put on some serious work on and care about what they did with this game. Kind of used to, like I said, the rehashes that Nintendo's doing, or people just putting out all this quick shovelware where it seems like they don't really care about their game. And that sucks to me. I don't want to waste $65, $70 on something that was released, some years ago. So we need the new stuff. I want the new stuff. This is looking good. And I don't know. I might give it a play for 10 minutes. I don't know.
Do you think it's going to last?
So yeah, that's Monster Hunter Rise there. That's another game that just kind of caught my eye. But man, for that Nintendo's Direct today, and that Monster Hunter is dropping on the 26th too. So it's coming out, next month. So that's kind of cool. There was one more. Okay, I'm thinking back now. All right, I keep saying one more. Nothing caught my attention and all that, but there was one more by Square Enix. There was this game that I used to play back in like 98, 99. It was called Final Fantasy Tactics. And Square, let me see, I think it was called something like Triangle something. I don't know. Let me see if I can find it here really quick. Yeah, Triangle Strategy. Weird name for the game right now. But it is exactly, for me, this game is like the spiritual successor to Final Fantasy Tactics. So check this out. I don't know if anybody that's watching this has played Tactics before, but this definitely reminds me of it. I'm a huge music, lover with video games as well. So I like that piano and stuff they threw in there.
He leaves us no recourse. Swords!
Never. S-Frost will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
You and no other must decide how we proceed.
You are a leader. And
now,
must be the beacon others look
I
to
find it interesting that they chose to keep these kind of 16-bit, 32-bit looking graphics here. 32-bit is probably more appropriate, but I find it interesting that they decided to keep with that graphical theme. I probably would have preferred. Oh, that was really quick. I expected them to go into a little bit more on that, but I expect that they, should upgrade the graphics. But again, we're talking about the Nintendo Switch here, and Nintendo Switch ain't really pumping no graphical superior power underneath it. I mean, if they would have released it for Xbox One X or not Xbox One, Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5, we might have been looking at some more graphical upgrades from that. But I'm just excited that Nintendo's still doing the thing with Square, or rather Square's still doing the thing with Nintendo, because that's where we got the good games, or my favorite games from back in the day, like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 3 in the US, but 6 worldwide. But other than that, man, I wasn't feeling nothing else. I'm for real this time. I wasn't feeling nothing else. We're not gonna look at nothing else. I just wanted to come on real quick and talk about this Nintendo Direct that came out today and the games that I was excited about. That's just a recap real quick. That's Mario Golf. I'm going with that. Zelda Skyward Sword. It's a rehash, but hey, it's a Zelda, so I'm with that. This Project Triangle Strategy, and then I did hate on a game earlier, and that was Splatoon 3. I don't even know why they released that crap. That they need to get rid of that franchise, or put them in a cart so they can drive in Mario Kart or something like that, because I'm tired of whack games coming out. I'm a Nintendo fan from back in the day. Sega ain't on the board no more, and Sony and Microsoft, that's all new school. I enjoy them, but I'm always pulling for Nintendo, and Nintendo just keep letting me down. But anyway, that's it. Tomorrow's Nostalgia was just on for just a quick second, but we getting out of here now. And I don't know when I'll be back. I'll be back at some point to play some games, something like that. Me or Player 5 or Player 6 or 7. One of them to get on here and do a little something, because we got the new Mario. It's the 35th anniversary of Mario. So we got that, what is that? Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Hopefully one of them will get on and play some of that, and maybe I'll be back with some Xbox or PlayStation 5 at some point here in the near future. But until then, man, thanks for joining in and supporting the channel. And I saw those likes coming in from Eric and Maisha and my man Jamar. I appreciate you guys throwing likes out there and commenting and just supporting the channel. Until then, y'all take care. Catch you guys later.